Well, welcome again, Derby fans. We are excited to get this doubleheader underway and started in right here, sunny Portland, Oregon. I'm the King, and I'm with Magic Pony.
Hey, kids, it's so great to be here.
Wow, okay. So, we got a great game to get this thing kicked off. High Rollers coming in tonight with a better record, and they're hoping to end this season in third place. But GNR, they are a little bit of the underdogs. They have not won a game yet this year.
What?
But they are stacked with talent. And you know what? I told Magic Pony this before we came live on the air. I'm actually expecting the upset out of them tonight. Once again, like I said, they've got a bunch of great blockers out there that are veterans and a good, well-rounded jammer squad. Evangelical, Zip Drive, Shenanigans, Angela Death. And I think they can pull it off.
And I think King's wrong.
Well, we've got things started already. Polywana Cracker and Zip, those are your jammers out on the track.
And out in front, not lead jammer, Polywana Cracker.
No pass, no penalty. But
So far, no lead jammer.
Yep.
Maybe this time.
But Polywana Cracker doesn't need to be lead jammer, already picking up 4 points in that initial pass, on that scoring pass.
Zip jammed up in the pack right now, just not going anywhere. Polywana Cracker dragged to the back of the pack by You're Gonna Be Sorry.
That's some great defense being laid down right there. Rosemary's Baby and Shaolin Spocker. Shaolin Spocker picking up a multiplayer block. Will go have a seat in the Bud Light penalty box.
Polywana Cracker breaks out for another 2.
Zip Drive finally out of the pack, is awarded lead jammer. She's like, oh yeah? Well, I'm going to go back around and score.
Holy mackerel, that was some fancy skating.
Wow. Pixie and Zip came together real quick, but Zip got out of that pack. She picked up 3 points on that pass.
Polly around the outside with one more to get by for another pass. Yoga drops in, and she makes it through. Takes 4.
Zip Drive picking up a penalty. He's going to go ahead and call it off. Looks like there was a back block, late back block that's going to be called on a Guns N' Rollers player. So they will start a little short to get this next jam started.
That was an eventful first jam.
I'm liking it. 8-6 right now. High Rollers in the lead, but once again, first jam.
GNR already shot my prediction.
We won't talk about your prediction here, Pony.
I'm not down on GNR in any way.
No.
Up, we got Lurs Lemon for the High Rollers and Evangelical for GNR.
Well, Evangelical was their Guns N' Rollers high scorer on the season. She is a phenomenal skater.
That's true, but she is up against Lurs Lemon right now. And that is
Lurs Lemon,
hard work.
Yeah, Lurs Lemon gets around, picks up 3 quick points. Was balancing on her toe stops. They're going to discuss it real quick. But right now, that's going to put Guns N' Rollers down by 5 as we move in to jam number 3.
Forgot to put my glasses on.
Pony, there's a game happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey, look at that. I can see it now.
I did the icky.
All right, Apocalypse, first time on the line up against Shenanigans. You know, I think Shenanigans is one of those outstanding skaters. Apocalypse does get out first.
Right now, she's outstanding on the outside of the track.
Yeah.
On her way to the penalty box.
Forearm penalty. Apocalypse, Shenanigans is Apocalypse. If I can get the right names to come out of my mouth
first?
now. Who's on first?
I
And
don't
what's
know.
on second? Apocalypse, though, in the power jam, trying to ricochet off of all of the opposing blockers, still stuck in there. Great penalty kill, in my opinion, from the Guns N' Rollers.
GNR swarming Apocalypse. Won't even open up the straightaway.
Yeah. I'm positive they've picked up all the points that they can. Yeah, and the out of play call. And so that is going to put 2 blockers actually in the penalty box for Guns N' Rollers.
Shenanigans back on the track, and that jam is over. How about that?
Ooh, I believe there was a cut track that it was called on Roller Eclipse.
Right at the
That
very
is going to put 3 blockers down. Well, there's no room at the end, so they're going to send Roller Eclipse back out onto the track.
And just a wait for that action.
So, yeah, you're going to be sorry, and Roller Eclipse are going to be your blockers out on the track for the Guns and Rollers. And there will be a full contingency of blockers for the High Rollers.
Zip up against Polly Want a Cracker right now. Polly breaks out, takes lead jammer.
It's like
Yoga on her way to the penalty box.
Zip lost the helmet cover. Had to stop and put the cap back on. Multiplayer block is going to be called. That's going to be Big Bang Fury headed to the penalty box.
A lot of penalties so far in this game.
Oh.
Zip through for another 4.
Zip
running-
finally out on initial pass.
We're running out of skaters on the track right now.
Yeah, there's a mighty full Bud Light penalty box. There's 4 people right now sitting in that box. And it's a very fast pack out there as they're trying to burn some time.
Yeah,
Nah.
might be a plan.
Yeah.
Those shiny helmets are really distracting.
It is very hot in this building. You can see the skaters are feeling that heat right now. Zip not amused. Gets knocked out of bounds.
Zip through for another 4, calls it off.
Actually, that's probably one of Cracker got jumped
Polly,
through there. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just going to blow everything. Forget it. I'm just going to start making up names.
That is all right. Right now, High Rollers sitting on a commanding lead of 34-9 with 23 minutes left in this first half. And I would like to give a big shout out to Tonkin, the largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest, only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Forgot we had to do that.
That's right. Lures Lemon and Evan Helical. Those are your jammers out on the track.
Evan Helical around the outside, and it's a run for the back of the pack.
Lures Lemon is your lead jammer. Geeks in there at the top of the apex. Oh, didn't call it off fast enough. 2 points picked up by Evan Helical.
I don't know if she didn't call it off fast enough. Was certainly calling it off. That was Lur's opinion.
Well, Lurs did pick up 3 points. There was a little struggle there. I liked how she had to use the kind of like whipped off the jersey of one of her own players.
Apocalypse and Shenanigans on the
Shenanigans out first. They are your lead jammer. And it's going to be a close one. Right now, GNR in the back of the pack. Going to force that call off. Shenanigans says, nope, that's it.
That was a quick one.
Yep.
I want to read an ad. Can I put my glasses on? 808, food so good. It's straight broke to mouth. 2 locations, Burnside and Woodstock. That's 808. You ever been there, King?
I have, actually.
I love that place.
It was. My mouth actually was a little broke afterwards.
Spam.
But my wallet was not. Kadoosh. All right, down on the track, Polly Want a Cracker going up against Zip. Zip taking that inside line. Oh, and Zip stepped out of bounds. That's going to put Zip in the penalty box.
That's going to put both of our jammers in the penalty box.
Wow.
This will be fun. Watch.
Wow. Oh, it was
Watch closely. And
they're off.
Back to play.
They had to just touch the seat there and get released. So both of them picked up a cut track. This is going to go the full 2 minutes.
Woo, those are my favorite. GNR holding down the jammer line right now. Liquor and Split dragging it to the back.
Yep, that was a nice hit out.
And not to be undone, High Rollers do the same thing.
Ooh, man, that was a brutal hit. I think that was Irie Strider. But Polly Want a Cracker did find a way to get out of that pack.
Again, GNR still in the jammer box, holding things down. Liquor and Split dragging Polly to the back of the pack.
Copernicus tried to play a little bit of offense in there. I think Pixie was trying to catch Zip with a cut. No such luck. Zip runs out up the outside and picks up 4 points.
Polly breaks out for another 4. Polly slams the line.
Yeah, Copernicus barely held on right there. Making sure the outside was covered. Zip drive on the in, trying to find a hole through Liquor and Split, trying to open things up. Nice recycling, though, by the high rollers.
Polly taken to the back of the pack. GNR waiting, and who's on? Oh, Hound of the Bad Escobilles on her way to the box. GNR not missing out on the chance to drag everybody back to the back of the pack, and that gem is in.
All right. Well, it looks like both jammers picking up 7 points in that jam. We've got a score of 18 for Guns N' Rollers, 44 for the high rollers. And, this is where the game starts to actually start to form itself. You get everybody to get in there, calm down, play a few jams, get used to the flow of the game.
Oh, they're warmed up.
Yeah, they're warmed up.
They're in the headspace.
Yeah.
This is their wheelhouse.
Yep. That first jam you get out there, you're a little crazy pants,
I don't even know what a wheelhouse is.
It's a house that has wheels in it, don't you know? Man.
Like here.
Yeah, there we go. Oh.
That was a big penalty, whatever it was. He was a long way away.
And it looks like there was a back block that will be called out on the track. That is Irie Strider headed to the penalty box. Nice hit out by Rogue One on turn 1. Liv Bader still trying to find an answer and how to get out of that pack and around that green wall.
Not with that wall going. Patience.
Lures Lemon racking up the points. That's 8 so far in this jam. And finally, GNR picks up lead jam and calls this jam off. Whew. I know, right? All right. Hey, I want to thank Union Wine Company. Delicious wine in a convenient can. Grab in a store near you.
Can I drink that in the car? How convenient is that?
Well, we're not going to condone that here on the air, but Union Wine, you can drink it in a can.
That's awesome.
Ruby Blitz and Evangelical. Ruby Blitz, I believe, first time on the line so far today. Going up against Evangelical.
And it's Ruby Blitz breaking out for lead jammer. It's not Ruby Blitz, it's Evangelical.
There you go. Evangelical's your lead jammer. Ruby Blitz is stuck in that strong wall by GNR.
Evangelical tearing around the outside, shrugging off hits.
Pixie tried to get out there and put a big hit and ended up on her torso.
Oh! Did it work? No. Close though. Almost had some excitement there.
That's a nice little turn by Evangelical.
Big Bang Fury now with the star for high rollers.
Big Bang Fury leveling Shaolin Spocker.
Just tearing through the line. Elbow to the face did not slow down the assault.
Big Bang Fury is nothing to mess with. 4 more points put up for Evangelical, who had an absolutely great jam right there. That time, high rollers did not have an answer for them. So 12 points put on the board for GNR. 56-30 is our score. Bud Light, they're part of our penalty box sponsor, and you can grab one at the bar anytime you want to. Dilly Dilly.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Always makes never mind. I'm going to talk about Apocalypse and Shenanigans. Shenanigans! They are out as your lead jammer.
Cut track being called on
Liv Bader's?
Liv Bader.
I believe. Excuse me, that's Lauren Forcer.
You are correct.
I got to get my ass checked. And it does look like Rogue One also picking up the penalty. Shenanigans with a fantastic move at the top of the apex, whipping their body around to pick up those 4 points.
Oh, just swinging around.
Wow, another 4. Did you see the toe-stop work out there?
High rollers didn't even have a chance to set up to
Yeah.
stop that. That was great.
What can we do against that? All right. So we're going to stop at 8 points, but that's 8 unanswered points. High rollers now 18 up. So GNR is really putting together a good run right here to kind of pull themselves right back into this game. They came out a little flat. Down on the track, Angela Death, first time out there, star on the helmet for GNR. And I believe that's probably one of Cracker for the start for the high rollers.
You are correct. Polly to the back of the pack with Liquor and Split.
Rosemary's Baby picking up a penalty. Polly Wanna Crackers out first as your lead jammer.
Angela Death trying to work through the high rollers line, but Shaolin drops in on the outside.
Copernicus picking up a penalty. We'll head to the penalty box. Looks like Pixie also picking up a penalty. We'll head off to the Bud Light penalty box.
Angela Death out of the pack. Polly calls it off.
Yeah, wow. Photo
Just in
finish
time.
on that call just in time. Yeah, you nailed it. Let's talk about Nikasi. Nikasi is Rose City Rollers' new craft beer partner. Grab some of the store near you. Zip and Lurs Lemon down on the line. Lurs Lemon is a actual rookie. It's their first season on the high rollers.
Plays like a seasoned pro.
You're going to see a multiplayer block. That's going to send a high roller blocker to the penalty box. I think that is Rogue One. Well, yes, it is.
Lurs Levin having a tough time breaking through the pack right now.
And Zip is out first as your lead jammer.
Lurs out. Zip. Whoa, Big Bang Fury with a good hit to the inside.
Wow, hey, that was brutal. There was something happening right there. There was a penalty at the end of it. You're going to be sorry he's headed to the box, but I think the refs wanted to talk about something. There was some, but I think the hit came from a teammate and not an opposing blocker.
Well, it's a heated exchange.
Trying to play some offense, and you end up playing it on your own. Want to thank Two Town Cider, damn fine cider, made right here in the Pacific Northwest. That's Two Town Cider, if I can get the words out.
I do love me some of that stuff.
That's right. Evangelical, who had a great jam last time out there, back out again.
Apocalypse up for your high rollers, still in the pack.
Evangelical is out as your lead jammer.
GNR so far playing a really good offensive game.
Yeah. Oh, and there is a cut track on Evangelical. Not expected. Evangelical headed to the penalty box, and that's going to give Apocalypse an opportunity for a power jam. And since Evangelical was the lead jammer, this will go 2 minutes.
Oh, and the rarely seen Shaolin Jammer.
Shaolin Spocker is in a power jam right now.
Around the outside, Shaolin Spocker takes all 4.
Rogue One picking up a direction of play penalty, and we'll head to the penalty box.
Shaolin plows the pack and tumbles to the inside. Another penalty called.
I believe that was probably a low block.
Yes.
Is my guess.
Shaolin through for another 4.
Evangelical also gets through their first scoring pass, picking up 4 points.
Shaolin down on the outside.
Evangelical gets through again, getting past Roller Eclipse to pick up an additional 4 points. Wow, that lateral movement by Evangelical. Once a jammer gets that down like that,
It's hard to stop them.
Oh, so hard.
They're terrifying. The forearm called on Liquor.
Evangelical picks up another 4 points. That brings their total to 12. Faculty's also getting a 12. So we've got a score of 76 to 53 in this game.
We're getting awful close to my prediction.
Okay. WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sports, and life. That is WSL Leadership Coaching.
Man, I need that.
Yeah. I figured you would be like a
Did I
coach
get like
there.
a week for free?
Yeah.
Just a trial membership?
Yeah. No, they don't, Magic Pony.
Oh.
And we got a timeout. Guns and Rollers want to talk about it. I think this is a great timeout. There was a lot of players out there. It looks like they were panting pretty hard. It is hot in the building here.
It is hot in here.
It is a 23-point difference in the score. Guns and Rollers have 2 players right now sitting in that Bud Light penalty box.
If anybody's listening, we're currently looking for any HVAC company who'd like to be a sponsor, a permanent sponsor for the hangar.
Because it is a hot one.
It's not even that hot.
I know.
So we're high above the track here in the hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, and it is sweaty and smelly up here. It is hot,
That's just me.
sweaty, hot. The only good thing is there's no barbecue underneath us. Usually,
I mean, yeah, usually there would be. We have to sit there and smell the delicious meat.
I kind of
right.
miss that. We're coming back.
Yep, looks like they're all ready to come back and get this game back underway. We got 10.5 minutes on the clock first half. Like I said, 23 points separating these two teams. GNR so far looks like they started slow and looks like they woke right back up and are ready to go. Shenanigans is down on the line for GNR.
Polly up front, lead jammer, high roller.
Shenanigans also got out same time, and it's going to be a foot race. Whoa!
Shenanigans. The high block
Yeah.
on the way to the box. Well, it's a chance you take.
Yeah, and I get what they were doing. They were going in there trying to, take advantage, try and maybe knock that
Sure.
other skater down.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not? It's Derby.
You need, and honestly, they don't need that many points to catch up.
Yeah, and Shenanigans, they just lost their balance. The arm came around and smacked somebody. It happens.
Polly won a cracker, killing it
Yeah.
in this game.
8 points. Looks like the High Rollers offense have some skaters, blocked off and grabbed there. Liquor with a nice knockout at the top of the apex, dragging Polly back.
I wonder how many times in all the years that Liquor has played, she has knocked somebody out and dragged them to the back of the pack. A lot.
Yep, I would guess that's a good number.
Could be done in her sleep.
High Rollers picked up 11 in that last jam. GNR managed to eke out 5, even though they had a power jam against them. So far, very exciting game. I'm really digging what we're doing. Looks like the officials want to talk about some things down on the track. I would like to talk about Black Cat Plumbing. They're your local neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers. Once again, that is Black Cat Plumbing. And that's Magic Pony imitating the black cat. That's not what a cat sounds like. Liv Bader's Lures Lemon. Those are your jammers out on the track. Both of them trying to take the outside. Lures Lemon out first as your lead jammer. In case you didn't know, Lures Lemon was the high score overall totals for the home season here at Rose City Rollers. Picking up 333 points.
Whoa, that really?
Right?
Holy mackerel. What was the next closest skater?
Off
the top of your head.
No.
279.
Lures Lemon through again, picking up another 4 points.
Liv Bader out of the pack.
Lurs Lemon gets through, calls this jam off very quickly. Actually, it's Evangelical. Picked up 304 points. They were the second most scoring jammer in this league.
Number 316, Evangelical, which we have the pleasure of watching here tonight.
So the two high scorers only separated by a little less than 30 points.
And they're both playing in this game.
I know.
Shocking. Right now it's Apocalypse and Zip. Zip dropped to the inside and is stuck.
Wow. Apocalypse, I think, got hit by every single blocker for the Guns and Rollers.
Several times
over. Zip, it looks like, was awarded lead jammer, and they called it off.
Probably a good plan.
Speaking of Evangelical is again down on the track, ready to be jammer. There will be a slight pack advantage benefiting the Guns and Rollers. They've got all 4 of their blockers out there.
Evangelical up front with Shaolin.
And Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, those are 2 blockers you just don't want to really mess with.
No. She pushes him out and holds it together. Lead jammer goes to GNR.
Polywana Cracker right now stuck behind a very formidable GNR wall.
Holy mackerel.
That was, I think, that was Dakota Evans, another
Yes.
rookie here, who came in with a gigantic smack. Evangelical right now stuck at the pivot line.
There's a penalty called, but not on anybody in the front. And Polywana Cracker breaks out.
I want to say Rosemary's Baby was the one who picked up that penalty, and that was a directional play penalty.
There goes another one.
Polywana Cracker does get through, picks up 4 points, almost caught them all looking the wrong way.
High Rollers break 100. Polly through with no opposition. We're running out of skaters on the track again.
Yep. Copernicus picking up a penalty, going to go have a seat in that Bud Light penalty box.
It's the heat. That's what it is.
It must be.
Everybody loses their mind.
Nice hit out. Out of Bad Askerville and Liquor and Split are your 2 blockers out there. Out of play was called. Liquor and Split now trying to run up. Oh, and how did Polly stay in bounds on that inside line is beyond me, but 4 points picked up on that pass.
Amazing. And that jam is off.
1 more point put on the board. So High Rollers picking up 16. GNR only picking up 5 in that last exchange.
Buffalo Gap. John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. That's the Buffalo Gap. The crowd going mad with GNR chants right now.
Well, you know, GNR, it was a somewhat close game. I mean, 20-some points separated them, and then High Rollers here in the last couple jams have really jacked up the score.
We're barely done with the first half. There's so much more left to watch.
Lurs Lemon out again as your lead jammer.
All right, I take it back. And shenanigans from up off the floor.
Lurs Lemon came
Breaks
in a little
up.
bit hot. You're going to be sorry. Maneuvered in front. Lurs Lemon
On her way to the box.
picking up a back block. Yep.
That gives shenanigans a chance to run up the score a little.
I really like Shenanigans' jamming style.
Me too. It's
Lots of toe stop work.
It's rough. It's aggressive.
Yeah.
And well played, and she calls it off.
Nope. Not
Sorry,
lead.
dang it. I did it again.
Well, they hit their
Oh,
hips. Like
I thought that's what they were saying.
Yeah, but not lead jammer, can't do that.
Shenanigans does not call it off, and the game is still played.
Wow.
Now that's more like it.
Shenanigans with
What
another
happened
great
there?
lateral move there. A little bit of toe stops, and they're through.
Lures Lemon tries for the side apex jump, didn't quite make it.
Big Bang Fury with a big boom to the outside. Shenanigans having to go almost all the way back in turn one.
Shenanigans. Excellent, like you were saying, the toe stop movement on the inside line. Skates right around that pack, which followed them to the very front of the pack.
Wow, almost looked like they went down head first. Mayday picking up, I think, a forearm is what the symbol was, but either way, that was a huge, ugly hit.
Shenanigans on the inside line.
Lures Lemon did get through, picked up 4 points in that exchange, 12 picked up by GNR. That was a great jam for them.
That was a long jam.
Well,
2 minutes is forever in this heat.
Well, the refs are out there talking about things. They are having an official timeout. I think this is an official review for GNR.
Deb counts Tabor. Moving to Portland, let Deb at welcome to PDX.com help you find your home. Deb counts Tabor. Do we do this?
To one of our games. Be sure to hashtag RCR sponsor.
GNR is contesting the lack of an illegal reentry call on Green Jammer 1975 as a result of them coming from the penalty box and entering the front engagement zone.
So, question: did you see that Magic Pony?
Yeah, I did. I was just talking about it. You weren't listening, were you? I said
I ignore you often.
that looked like an illegal reentry to me. And normally on a house call, we wouldn't be allowed to say a thing like that. But I was saying that just didn't look right. I bet GNR is not going to like that. And here we are.
And here we are. All right. Well, that would be a great way to start this next jam, having their jammer in the penalty box. Right now, we've got a score of 119 to 75 with just 2 minutes left in this first half.
Whew, the crowd's going wild.
Well, they were asking who were fans out there.
Well, the referees are referees. Officials. I'm just not going to call anybody what I'm supposed to call anybody all night. Officials are heated down there. Looks like Inspector Spaceman's looking for a chair to beat someone down with.
Mayhem is about to ensue.
Duncan coming in with a ladder. It looks like he's going to smash somebody. This is out of control. Pandemonium. Oh, here comes the call.
Looks like we might have a decision down here. Doesn't matter. What do we have?
After further review, the no call will stand. GNR will lose their official review for the half.
So, King, as I was telling you, the no call stands. And since GNR used their official review and they did not come out successful on that, they lose that thing. That was their one shot at it for this half.
Well, that's fair.
You might as well do it at the very end.
Exactly.
You get a new one next half.
And you get a
anyway.
bonus little timeout out of it. Anyways, it's the best thing you can do with those official reviews if it's not something obvious.
Let's see if that time to sit and think gave GNR a push, and it looks like it might have. Zip breaks out on the inside.
Yeah, Apocalypse still stuck inside of that pack. Copernicus guiding them out of bounds. Yeah, right there at the pivot line. Dakota Evans and Shaolin Spocker escorted Zip out of bounds on the outside. Zip now trying the inside and having no luck. Zip gets out, picks up 5 points. Excuse me, make that 4. What am I saying?
Okay, 4.
Yeah, only 4. But the ref put the hand in the air.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes. What? And they're not refs; they're officials.
Uh,
If you
yeah, Copernicus with a nice hit to the inside. That is going to make Apocalypse go ahead and have to start again. Zip stuck in that wall. Shaolin Spockers got a great move there that they held on to them. Zip getting knocked back. Going to go ahead and call it off.
55 seconds left in regulation play. 123-82 High Rollers. In this, the first game of a doubleheader at the end of the season. Season 19. Season 25. Season 14. Is that correct?
Lowry's
Some
salt.
number. RCR, the greatest roller derby league on earth. And if you don't agree with me, well, you can just fight me.
Well, we do have an official timeout on the floor, and they're adjusting the time on the clock right now. It says 56 seconds, and I think they finally got it right. I'm going to be interested to see what the High Rollers are going to use their official review this half on.
Sometimes people don't use them.
Well, you can use them, and you can just use them as a timeout. You can just say
sure.
official, and
Sure,
then you walk
sure.
out there and tell the official, hey, I just want a timeout.
I've seen lots of people not use them at all.
Yeah. And that's a waste.
It is sort of. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, here comes.
Rollers are requesting a misconduct penalty on Black 533 for language as a result of going into misconduct.
Oh, somebody.
So, King, how's it feel to have a misconduct penalty called on you?
It
How
wasn't-
dare they?
It wasn't me.
Oh, I thought it was you. I couldn't
Oh, no.
understand a thing you were saying.
Oh, no. It was on 523. They want a misconduct penalty for the language. That would be liquor and split. I don't think she's ever used foul language before.
Language?
Liquor? Come on.
Eh,
I mean,
liquor?
I
What?
can't even.
My stars and garters.
I know. She's so angelic. I just can't envision
Uh-oh.
her
Here
using
it comes.
At
foul
least for a
language.
couple of minutes into halftime.
The beautiful
There will
tones
be a
of
very
Nom Nom.
exciting
After
announcement
review,
that could
with the
affect you.
penalty box manager, the no call will stand. High Rollers will lose their official review for the half.
High Rollers also losing their official
Well,
review.
They didn't win that one, but I think the official would have to hear the foul language.
So no obstruction,
Yeah.
no collusion.
All right.
I mean, no foul language.
There we go.
There it is.
That's what it is. Well, everybody is out on the track and ready to go. Evangelical is your jammer and out first. That's
Liquor
Polly won a cracker for the High Rollers.
Polly swings to the inside, round the outside. GNR just could not get a handle on it.
And that was a great move. That
Beautiful.
hold where you slide, your butt's aiming in a certain direction where you want to go, and you drop that toe stop and start running. Same thing over again. Just such a great
You can't
move.
stop a thing like that.
Nah. Can only hope to contain it.
That Polly Cracker is a pretty good skater.
Yeah. Well, Liquor ended up with the star. They did a quick star pass for the Guns and Rollers. Liquor ended up with that star. Did not get any points. There was a quick call off by Polly in that jam. And it looks like
It's intermission.
we're at intermission. High Rollers right now still in the lead. They've got a score of 133. Guns and Rollers are at 82, and we're going to be back in about 15 minutes.
Okay,
All right. See you guys in a few. And
you're on.
we're
Live.
back. That's right. We are back in action, and the skaters are still on the track. I don't think their realize time has expired on their intermission, and they need to get out there. There we go.
I'm not seeing it.
Dakota Evans, Pixie, Shaolin Spocker, and Rosemary's Baby. They know what time it is.
He's working the web stream tonight. We've got the magical Pony Power Hour
That's
and the King.
What's up? Wow, we just got plugged from behind. That was,
Dude,
I know.
language. Phrasing. All right.
Wow. And if you guys missed out at home,
We had a magical first half.
Yeah, well, and Nom Nom, who's the MC tonight, running the house, or everybody in the house here, is mighty sparkly. I decided it was too damn hot to be sparkly today,
I was gonna wear that outfit.
and you would have looked fabulous.
She asked me not to do it.
I know. Well, sometimes people will be all poser looking.
I don't know.
All right, and we're off.
Oh, the game is back on.
Lurs, Lemon, and Zip, they are down on the track as your jammers. Lurs, Lemon around the outside, holding on with toe stops, and Lurs, Lemon is your lead jammer.
Zip still stuck in the pack right now, trying to work things out with Shaolin Spocker and Dakota Evans.
Wow. Lurs, Lemon again out, picking up 4 points.
Zip has handed off the star to number 31, Lauren Forcer, and the jam has been called off.
And it's over.
It's not all over, but
Well, it's not over until it's
that
over.
jam was over. Shenanigans up for GNR.
Yeah, Shenanigans, actually. Points per jam, 2.5 points per jam, and his lead 45% of the time.
Wow,
I actually
those
thought-
are big numbers.
I think Shenanigans is one of those. I always figured they would be out lead more than that. But case in point, Shenanigans lead jammer. Apocalypse still looking to get out of the pack.
Nope, Apocalypse out of the pack.
Yep, not looking any longer.
They're listening.
They are.
High rollers holding the front line, trying to slow down Shenanigans. Can't be done. Shenanigans with the call off.
And there it is, another 4 points being put up by GNR. They are now up to 86 points in this jam.
Oh, I could read it. Yeah, how about Echo Construction? The friendly people at Echo Construction love custom home building, remodels, and a roller derby. Thank you, Echo Construction.
Angela Death out there. Polywana Cracker is the jammer for the high rollers. Angela Death, taken out of bounds by Shaolin Spocker.
Up front. Oh, I know what's going on up front. You just said.
Angela Death picking up a cut out on the track.
That leaves only Polywana Cracker on the track in a power jam. High rollers drop in and try to scrape some blockers off their jammer.
Oh, that was
Holding it together up front.
and that was a really nice hit out right there. Irie Strider taking out Polywana Cracker.
Irie Strider has had a super game. Her blocking overall has been just phenomenal. Right now working with Yoga. High rollers drop in to try to break things up.
Angela Death serve time and is back in the pack. Dakota Evans taken down Angela Death. Pixie tripping nonchalantly over the top of Angela.
Right now, pretty much everybody from High Rollers holding down Angela. And Angela Death dropped to the outside, recycled to the back of the pack. Penalties galore going off.
Polywana Cracker
Forearm.
getting a forearm call. This is going to go the full 2 minutes. I got to say, GNR's defense in this last jam has looked phenomenal. That was a penalty kill.
Yeah,
Yeah. Angela Death.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angela Death still trying to get out on initial. And, that being said, I mean,
It is.
the High Rollers defense is also looking incredible.
That is a rough lineup to be fighting. And that jammed off. Hey, we'd like to tell you about Secret Aardvark,
Yeah.
the local flavor that kicks you in the mouth.
Wow.
Boot to the head, Secret Aardvark.
Roadhouse. You know, they just gave some secret aardvark away here.
A ton of it.
A ton of it. I'm actually really jealous. I didn't have a seat with some secret aardvark under it.
Oh, I didn't look under my seat. There's nothing. Wait.
Uh,
Oh, no, it's just
a label.
it says not to remove it.
Oh, and Zip Drive is out as your lead jammer.
Polly Wanacracker tight on the inside.
Somehow, Liquor and Split missed with that big swooping hit. And I think probably Wanacracker is really glad for that. Zip Drive gets out of the pack, picks up 4 points, and they call this jam off.
Coop to the penalty box at the very end of that jam.
Oh, that's going to put a blocker down for the High Rollers. We've got a 49-point difference in this game. Make that a 51-point difference. My apologies on my math.
So good at math, King. I could never figure that out.
Van Hetlical is down on the line up against Lurs Lemon.
Lurs Lemon putting points on the board all night tonight.
Van Helical is out first. Oh, and that was a beautiful hit out there. I think that was Beams that had that hit. It was real nice.
In fact, it was.
It was taking out.
GNR tired of the point racking machine that Lurs has been all evening.
The point racking machine.
Just like scraping them in and putting them up and force the cut.
Yep, there it is. So Van Helical is in a power jam. Lurs Lemon having a seat for a cut track.
GNR playing a game tonight. At the top of this second half.
Van Helical tries to take the outside, and Shaolin Spocker is all over it. Dakota Evans now is your last line of defense. They're going to go ahead and call this jam off. They picked up 3 points on that. But the key to that call-off is leaving Lurs Lemon in the penalty box.
That lineup with Dakota Evans, Rosemary's Baby, and Shaolin Spocker is one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, Dakota Evans, really good pickup for the High Rollers.
Yep. Shaolin, solid as always.
As always.
Super observant, very sharp, good with direction. Holds a line together like nobody's business. It's Lurs Lemon and Liv Baders again. Lurs starting from in the penalty box. And Liv Baders on her way to the box for a cut.
Oh, and up 2. Liv Baders picking up 2.
A double, a full minute in the box?
Yeah, I think it's because failure to leave the track on time the appropriate way. They actually skated right through the middle of the track all the way. Yeah,
that's a no-no.
That's not supposed to do that.
That is a lot of time on the track by yourself if you're a skater like Lurs Lemon.
Lurs Lemon, nice little footwork around the top of the apex. Bouncing off of bodies right now through turn 2.
I was going to say one more to get by, then it was 4. And here comes the High Rollers lineup to scrape off all the blockers. Lurs Lemon through.
Really nice work offensively.
And
well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
right
super
there.
aware.
Yeah.
Lurs up front with 1 more to get by 2. Now 3. High Rollers. Oh, and that jams off.
Yep. Just a little late. Had they called that a little quicker, they could have started a power jam. But that's okay.
True.
You know, you got 8 points out of it. I think it's a win. Zip Drive down on. Zip is down on the line for GNR right now. It's going to be 4-on-4 in the blocking war as everybody's on the track.
And skating jammer for the High Rollers. Apocalypse.
Love it. Oh, Zip making her way. Yep, trying to find through the straightaway. Everybody still bouncing off.
Yoga bridging out as far as they can, and they had to let her go.
Apocalypse is out as your lead jammer. Zip still struggling to get through. Roller Eclipse did a great job playing offense, but was unable to get Zip past the High Rollers. And now we are in a power jam. A an unusual hit out there, and that's going to put Apocalypse in the penalty box.
Zip, ready for this. Shaolin on the outside.
Dang.
Shaolin on the inside.
Wow. And Shaolin Spocker, that was a brutal hit.
What about brutal, but well placed? And, okay, brutal.
Now Coop with another nice, excuse me, that's not Coop, that's Pixie.
Yep.
Pixie with a nice move to the inside, taking out Zip. Zip having to come back here. That's so, I'm going to rack this up as a penalty kill.
Yeah, totally, dude. Absolutely.
As Apocalypse just got through after serving time with the penalty box and picks up 4 points.
Apocalypse, like no one was there. I like the way Apocalypse wears the start, kind of a jaunty angle.
Yeah. Oh! Beans with a nice hit out, I believe. Yeah, got
Nice.
the karate chop.
It worked.
Yeah.
On our way to the penalty box.
Zip now out, finally picking up 4 points. And I don't think she'll have enough to get back into that pack, and does not.
Trying to put the gas on for the last second. They're not soon enough.
Yep, 11-4 was a point scoring differential in that jam, 59 to 101. And high rollers are starting to creep away once again. Shenanigans again down on the line. And I think that is Polly that I'm seeing.
It is. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans is out first. Polly is in front though.
A little stumble on Shenanigans' part. And Paulie took advantage of that opportunity to now rack up a bunch of points. Shenanigans with a, I wouldn't even call it a leap, it was a stride over the apex. No effort required. Holy mackerel, that was some beautiful footwork on behalf of Shenanigans.
I don't know how they stayed on their feet. A hit like that, I would have been in a pile in the corner.
I'd be on my way to the hospital.
Yeah. No, they just got hit around, and oh, look, I'll land on my skates. No problem.
We'd like to thank the Portland Mercury, Shebop, and My Optic Optometry. Oh, that's I go there.
Really?
Yeah, do I get a discount or anything? Because I'm going to have to ask. They're super great. If you need glasses or any of that stuff, I love those folks.
Lurs Levin and Evangelical. These are the two high scorers of the season out on the track, going up against each other with the stars on their helmets. Wow. Nice move by Lurs Lemon. Roller Eclipse was the last line of defense. And a little hop, skip, and a jump, and Lurs Lemon is off to the races. And
Lurs Levin grabbing 4 more at the very end of that jam.
that was a great way to do it. Called it off right as Evangelical was about to enter. Shaolin and Spock are picking up a penalty towards the end of that jam, and so the high rollers will start down a blocker.
A lot of wandering around in the box.
Apocalypse and Zip are your jammers down on the track.
Zip at the front end. Shrugs off a hit from Rogue and takes lead jammer.
That was a giant hit. Copernicus with a nice hit out on Apocalypse.
Zip around the outside like no one was there. That's another 4 for GNR.
Oh,
Both.
Big Bang Fury. That was a great escort in by Apocalypse. And Big Bang Fury got a hold of Zip, taking them to the outside.
Both jammers finally getting hung up on some blockers. Shaolin back on the track.
Wow, there was a really awkward fall right there at the pivot line. Yeah, and that's going to put a blocker for the Guns N' Rollers in the penalty box. almost like that was a hit from the jammer, though. I'm kind of shocked that it was called that way. Liquor and Copernicus, those are your blockers out there doing the work against Apocalypse.
Apocalypse on the outside. Liquor there to meet her. I'm predicting a penalty on that one. Possibly a high block.
Yeah, that was...
Forearm to the face.
Wow.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, there's going to be an official review.
They're doing all kinds of finger signs down there.
Yeah, I'm going to refrain from saying a whole bunch of what I'm thinking, but what I saw, there was a nice big hit. Liquor, unfortunately, came in contact, looks like with the face of Apocalypse. Very awkward fall when I saw it go down.
It looked a little awkward.
It looked a lot awkward.
Like not a thing that anybody was doing on purpose.
Oh, yeah. No.
I wouldn't want anybody to think that I was saying anything like that.
Nah. But
That's what it was.
I mean, this is a full contact sport. It sometimes happens. You're going to make contact with someone's face here and there. Why are we wearing mouth guards? All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, well, you already said the secret aardvark. Oaks Amusement Park. You know, for those at home, Oaks is open this time of year. Come down and ride the fun rides. It's also home of the Rose City Rollers and a place to purchase all of your derby gear at the awesome skating ring right there. So come visit Oaks Amusement Park.
If you didn't know it, they've got that brand new roller coaster out there.
Oh yeah. Have you ridden on that thing yet?
No.
I don't. Yeah.
I never even got to ride on the rickety old wooden one they used to have.
It was
looked like
Magic Meow Mouse, I think is what it used to be called.
It looked like something out of a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Yes, it was like 2 roller coasters ago. That thing, I'm glad they replaced it. Because, yeah, there's days I was convinced I was going to come off the edge of that thing. Yeah. End up on the pavement. But now they got high-tech, state-of-the-art.
It's pretty.
Yeah, makes you do loop-de-loos and really cool stuff.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Oh, no.
Nope.
It was just Duncan reaching for a towel.
That. Yo Gonna Be Sorry is now sitting in the penalty box. I think that is going to be designated. Yes, they are.
Oh, are they doing it?
Yep.
Here it comes.
Yep.
Take it down. It doesn't matter on the track.
GNR Black 523 has been expelled for an egregious high block.
Looks like we have an egregious high block being called on GNR.
Wow.
You heard Nom Nom say it.
Yep. Liquor and Split has been ejected
Sent
from the
home.
game. Yep. She gets to start her off season early. We got 15 minutes left in this game. It is 171 to 117. Shenanigans and probably want to cracker all your jammers down on the track.
Shenanigans down on the outside. Backflip style.
That was a nice hit. I think that was Ivory Strider with that nice hit.
Everybody skating backwards. Shenanigans back on the track.
Ooh,
Shenanigans powers through on the inside.
that was a great move.
You know, if you just keep moving your feet, sometimes that's all it takes. Just power your way through it.
Offense was looking to come from the outside. Shenanigans did manage to wiggle in there and picked up 2. That's going to bring their total up to 119.
GNR dropping a big lineup on the track. Coming out of the sun.
We're going to see Evangelical and Lurs Lemon as soon as the official timeout is done.
I think the jams I've liked the most tonight have been these Lurs Lemon Evangelical jams. So what
Evangelical's always been very impressive as a jammer.
Yeah.
Very quick movement, great foot speed, nice bounce on the toe stops.
I agree.
The lateral, nail it. It's all around. Just a really good, well-rounded jammer.
Oh no. Are they closing the doors?
I don't think so, unless for some reason
You'll notice the lighting change on the track as they close the hangar doors.
they were blinded by the light.
And turn up the heat in the hangar.
All right, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a slight, oh no, they're going to open it up?
Oh, we're really going to blind them. No, I think they're having to back it up. If you push it back and then you speed it up, you roll it forward.
All the vampires in here just like melted a little bit.
There we go.
Unless you like Twilight and then they all sparkled.
Sparkling, they smell like cookies. Derby girls and vampires have that in common. They sparkle and they smell like cookies.
What? Nobody smells like cookies.
For those of you who've never actually seen or been to roller derby, believe me, nothing in this building smells like cookies.
Derby gear is some of the most offensive things you could possibly
It's
get your nose
horrible.
around.
Do not let anyone put derby gear in your car on a hot day.
Lurs Lemon out first as your lead jammer. Evan Helgel has got out also on initial pass.
Lurs breaks through and calls it off. No nonsense. Grab your points and move on.
Yeah. Very businesslike.
Yes.
Uh-huh. We are going to see Zip on the line for GNR. They will be going up against someone I cannot see from my vantage point. I do want to say, is that Ruby Blitz? That is Ruby Blitz.
Ruby Blitz up against Zip.
Oh, Dakota Evans with a nice hit out. And Zip is awarded lead jam.
Wow. There's a lot of action going on, and Ruby Blitz breaks out, not lead jammer.
Yeah. I am a little surprised Zip did not call it off, but perhaps someone on GNR doesn't realize it?
There's a plan afoot.
Okay. Something is afoot.
We've seen this
This
before.
is
I know
okay,
what's happening.
okay. So Ruby Blitz getting taken out in turn number 3 and drug all the way back to turn 2. Irie Strider is the last one back there.
Breaking out with one more to get by as High Rollers recycle to the front of the pack. And
Just like that, 4 points being put up for Ruby Blitz.
see, that was the plan.
Ah, okay. I like it.
Zip is out again. Both jammers at the back of the pack.
Rosemary's Baby with a very nice hit out in turn 3 on Zip.
High Rollers drop the hard-hitting line on Zip.
I hate to say it, Zip does not look like they are having very much fun with this High Rollers line right now.
Nobody has fun with that line.
No.
I mean, the High Rollers probably do. Zip breaks out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give that those points to Artemis Foulmouth for great offense.
Yes.
Opening everything up. I think it was Shellin Spocker they knocked out, opened that hole.
Just takes one person rolling in sometimes and cleaning the blockers off your jammer to set them free.
Yep, Artemis Foulmouth, speaking of which, just picked up a low block, is headed to the penalty box.
Ooh.
So with
It
that,
is.
4 more points put on the board for the High Rollers. It's going to be a grand total of 8, bringing their total to 183 with just under 11 minutes left.
Left Turn Clothing. They're a Wheels of Justice and a High Rollers sponsor, where fashion meets function. It's Left Turn Clothing.
Angela Death is out there as your jammer for the Guns N' Rollers. Polywana Cracker gets out first as your lead jammer, but it is going to be a foot race to the back of the pack.
Lots of jostling about in the back of the pack.
Holly Cracker wants to hold that front position.
High rollers lining up for the strike up front. Angela Death
Got one.
picked up one.
I think
I might have called it different.
I
but
might have shot a little more points, but that's okay. You know, hey, we're up here, they're down there. I'm sure they saw what
it's so hot up here. I can't. I'm hallucinating. Can't tell what I'm seeing at all
The
anymore.
mushrooms you had before you came here.
Dude.
Just joking. This isn't Colorado. I apologize.
I gotta tell you. I didn't know there were so many rabbits in this game.
Wow. Okay, Apocalypse and Shenanigans. Those are your jammers down the track. Shenanigans tiptoeing up the outside line, and Rosemary's Baby with a huge wallop.
Shenanigans finally falls
Wow.
out. I
Rosemary's
liked
Baby.
Apocalypse with the assist on holding Shenanigans on the track there for a second. Down goes
Whoa.
Shenanigans.
Pile up in turn one.
It's that lineup, that high rollers lineup again. And Shenanigans shrugging it off.
Oh, Shenanigans picking up a cut track. And here comes the waterfall of green, trying to play some spot-on offense. But Beans knocking out Apocalypse and holding this all together.
Oh, yes! Again.
Irie Strider that time. This is great defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they're having to deal with a whole lot of offense coming at them. That's 4 blockers.
GNR's
Coming
playing a
at you.
great game right now.
Yeah.
3 for 2. Apocalypse.
There's a bunch of blockers out there I would not want to have coming at me playing offense. Here comes Pixie playing it from the outside in. Apocalypse trying to get by Irie Strider, and it's like, no, you go out of bounds here.
Irie. Come on. Such a good. Just running that outside line, doing a terrific job.
Wow.
Shenanigans back on the track, a little slow on that stand up.
Yeah, it was a nice big hit. They went down and almost looked like they might have hit their head.
A little disoriented there for a second. Probably fine.
Well, that was a little intense. I hope that they are okay out there. You know, I would like to thank Jam on Hawthorne. Visit Portland's best brunch spot and new Rose City Rollers sponsor. That is Jam on Hawthorne.
Have you been there, King?
I have not.
I have.
Really?
It's super. And that's Lurs Lemon versus Evangelical. Evangelical out for lead jammer.
And Lurs Lemon headed to the penalty box for a cut track.
Evangelical weaves through, shrugs off that last hit.
Beautiful move out there by Evangelical.
I know we were talking about it earlier.
Whoa! Mayday with a gigantic hit. Sent Evangelical flying the wrong direction.
Holy mackerel. Copernicus holding the line on the outside, trying to keep high rollers off her blocker.
Big
Evangelical.
Bang. Yeah, Big Bang Fury and Pixie thought they had knocked Evangelical out of bounds on the inside. Evangelical only went down with one arm, which you know you can land out of bounds with that one arm.
It was
And,
close.
Yeah, it was close. It really was.
Multiplayer block being called.
Rogue One, I believe. Got
That is correct.
Yep. 4 more points put on the board for Evangelical. That's 12 in that jam.
Whew.
Yeah. Give Evangelical a power jam and look what they can do.
I like this lineup from GNR. It's a power hitter group. There's some really good skaters involved in this.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a timeout on the track. I think it's a good timeout. Everybody look over at GNR. Looks like they're just whooped, as in tired. Hot and tired.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, they got a 50-point difference. You've got just over 6 minutes left in this game. And I think, with that kind of a spread, it's not unsurmountable. You can put it together and get yourself back in this game, but you're going to have to do it with some smart play. Their defense has been spot on, especially in this second half.
Really, really sharp.
Yeah, really sharp. High rollers haven't been able to really pull away. And I'd like to see what they're going to do here in this last 6 minutes. Wow, it looks like they put Big Bang Fury in the box, so there's going to be 2 blockers now in the box, the Bud Light penalty box for the high rollers, and only 2 on the track. It's going to be Rosemary's Baby and Shaolin Spocker will be your 2 on the track.
If you were only going to have 2 blockers on the track,
They would probably be 2 of them.
they would be at the top of my list, both in the number 1 slot. Let's see how GNR deals with this.
Is that Liv Baders and Polywana Crackers, who we got down on the line for our jammers in this jam. Wow! Polywana Cracker, I don't know how they eked by on the outside, but they are your lead.
Shaolin put the heat on right away. Liv Baders right now trying to work her way through the pack.
Yep. Oh, and a nice little hit right there. Shaolin Spocker stopping Liv Baders.
Finally makes it out. Everybody's back on the track, and we're actually playing real life Lord.
Both those jammers came out right about the same time. They just wanted to race to the back of the pack before calling it off. We've got 5.5 minutes left in this jam. Both jammers picking up 4 in that last. And we're going to get back out there. All 5 players from each team are on the track. Zip is going to be our jammer out there going up against... Is that Apocalypse? That is
Yes,
Apocalypse.
it is. This is the jam where GNR is going to make the difference. I'm predicting. It's my second prediction of the evening.
Oh, Lord. Here we go with predictions.
What I say is zip.
Zip. Wow. Zipped right up that inside line is what she did.
Apocalypse is out, but picks up a cut track and is on the way to the penalty box.
Wow.
Zip around the outside for 4.
Wow. Magic Pony predictions. I'm liking
I'm
it.
telling you.
All right. Here comes Zip, and here comes a whole lot of offense from GNR.
Copernicus at the front end holding down McGillicuddy like it was nobody's business. And around the outside, it cannot be made up. Zip!
Zip
Through
all
for
going
another 4.
artistic out there. Little turn here, little turn there. Look at that. 12 points slapped on the board just like that. High rollers calling a timeout. I think I would have let the music play and got back out there.
Zip with some very smart play, calls off while Apocalypse is still standing in the box. So they'll at least have the beginning of the jam.
Well, they're
with
gonna
no jammer.
They're gonna put one heck of a wall. I'm gonna see Pixie, Dakota Evans, Shaolin Spocker, and Big Bang Fury hitting the track.
It's a huge, beautiful wall.
Yeah, not something I'd want to have to try and go through. But they're gonna put Shenanigans out there, and they, I think, are gonna do well against this wall.
I think you are correct.
Yeah, feeling good. So coming up next, for those of you who are awaiting the big event, in case you didn't know,
There's more?
Yeah, doubleheader championship is going to be next. The Breakneck Betties are going to be taking on the High Rollers. Breakneck Betties, of course, they won last year as they were the home season champions, and they are back in it again this year. But Heartless Heathers are going to give them a run for their money, in my opinion.
Shenanigans down on the outside right at the start. And Apocalypse on the drive.
Shaolin Spocker picking up a penalty.
Shenanigans breaks out and takes lead jammer.
And Apocalypse does finally get out of the pack.
That was a rough pack.
Yeah. Ooh,
Holy
jeez.
mackerel, shrugging off that huge hit.
You know, oh my
That was
gosh.
a pair of huge hits.
I think every high roller blocker out there not only hit shenanigans, but they
I don't think her feet were even on the floor for most of that. She was
it just got
just
bounced. It was
bouncing through the pack.
it's like shenanigans was a volleyball, and they just bounced them all around.
Spiked it.
Whew. Yeah,
Wow.
She got the point, or they got the points up there, but whoo,
Good play.
wow.
That is a one great skater.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna say shenanigans.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're tough. They're a tough customer.
And we're in another timeout.
Hey, and Magic Pony, if you look at this, yeah, there's a timeout. GNR, good time to call a timeout. You got 3.5 minutes, but Evangelical, Lures Lemon, those are your jammers.
My favorites.
I know.
All night.
If you're just turning in, this is going to be these are the two high scores for the season. Are out there on the track. Lures Lemon, of course.
For those of you at home,
rookie. And Evangelical, wily veteran.
we know you're all starting to tune in now because of what's coming up next. You've missed an amazing game.
Evangelical getting a little bit of help from Copernicus. Look at that. That was beautiful. Evangelical's out first as your lead jammer.
GNR doing a great job holding down Lurs Lemon for the beginning of this jam as Evangelical starts to rack up some points.
Yeah, and there was another great move. Katie Quick was out there playing a little bit of offense. 4 more points put on the board for Evangelical.
Shaolin back on the track from a short stay in the penalty box.
Mayday just picked up a penalty. Evangelical just came in. Looks like Lurs Lemon gave them a push forward.
Lurs
Lemon picking up a penalty, basically putting them in the penalty box. Illegal contact is what's going to be called, and that is, yeah.
Evangelical taking advantage of the time on the track. Calls it off.
Wow. Wow, 12 points being put up, and that's a smart
That was
call off.
good.
Yeah, they're going to start in a power jam.
And GNR honestly, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game,
26 points.
within
separating these
striking
two.
distance
Yeah,
of taking this game.
26 points.
This could be a great last 2 minutes.
You know, earlier this season, these two teams did meet, and GNR actually was ahead. And it was the high rollers that had to come back at the very last jam and pull it off.
Oh.
So
Anything could happen.
you can't tell me that GNR doesn't remember that. They don't still feel that sting a little bit.
It could go either way.
And they would love to have another whack at this team.
This game's not over yet.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others.
Right. From the previous matchup, speaking of which, Lurs Lemon had 75 points last time these two teams met.
Whoa!
Zip, who's on the track right now, had 50 last time these teams met. Evangelical had 41. So this ought to be a good one right here. They're starting up at the pivot line. 2 blockers right now are all that. 3 blockers are out there for the high rollers.
And Zip on the track all alone. Right now on the run on the inside. Stopped. Up through the middle. 2 more to get by. On the run, lead jammer goes to Zip.
And that was a nice quick move by Zip to get through those jammers, or blockers.
Lures Lemon back on the track from the penalty box. Breaks out. Is on a scoring pass.
Zip trying to take the outside. I think, no, only picking up 2 of the points out there. So that is going to bring him within 24. Is right. Might have used my timeout right now to put a stop to this clock. Because time keeps on ticking into the future.
What time is it?
Pollyanna Cracker and Shenanigans. Shenanigans back out there again. Pollyanna Cracker was playing defense, quickly went back to offense mode, and Pollyanna Cracker's your lead jammer.
That is smart. Shenanigans right now up against the entire lineup. McGillicuddy.
Yeah, Copernicus was out there actually playing some offense, and Shenanigans was unable to take advantage of it.
Polly shrugging off Copernicus. Polly through for another 4. Shenanigans still trying to break out of the pack. Down on the outside.
Pollyanna Cracker goes right into defensive mode. They set up a 3-wall. Pollyanna Cracker, that's a smart move. You don't need to keep scoring at this point. You just need to hold on for another 15 seconds.
Polly not afraid to take a swing at it.
It also screws up the defense because they're waiting for a jammer at this point, and as soon as they drop their guard, Polly engages.
Make a sprint.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep. Calls it off as
And the
time.
game is over.
Yep. So, unofficial score 205 to 173, unless it was an error in how the points were put together. I'm going to say High Rollers are going to finish number 3 in this home season series. So they have pulled off the win against GNR.
They look happy about it.
Yeah, and it was a really good game. They played a very smart game. They came out strong right from the get-go. GNR gathered themselves, and they put together a lot of good plays. They kept it close. They kept themselves in striking distance. But once again, High Rollers just kept it together. They played consistently through that entire hour of play, and they pulled off the win.